like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is our review for Love and Hip Hop New York, The Reunion, Season 9, Part 1. Okay? I hope everybody had a great Monday and stuff. Okay? I'm going to have a couple reviews up today. I'm getting back to the swing of things when I used to put up like 4-5 videos, and I'm going to try that again to get back on my grind how I used to be. You know what I'm saying? I got a little bit relaxed, and I'm like, girl, you got to be up in these streets making these videos. Okay? Getting to the money. Anyway, first, let's talk about these fashions. I didn't want to have to put pictures up all throughout for y'all to see who looks like what, so I kind of just took screenshots of the couches, okay, to see who has on what. But first, let's talk about Yandy's wig. Look, look. I need y'all to get y'all edges together, okay? I just feel like, I mean, it I don't like it. It looks bad. Okay, I don't like it at all. I see what she tried to do, and didn't really, it didn't really work at all. And I just don't like it. I don't like the fact that it looked like she don't have no edges. I think the wet look is overdone on people. I feel like that's not a cute reunion look on nobody because you not there with wet hair. And I don't like it. I don't. I think her eyelashes are too long too. It just seemed too. I just don't like it. I think if they was able to shade in her forehead a little bit more to where it did not look like she has alopecia around her edges, I would like it. But it's like if you supposed to pay for a wig for it not to look like you don't have edges. Like who puts on a wig that makes them look like they don't have edges all around the front of their hair? But I digress. Nia Lee, girl, your titties are too big for that top, okay? Just too big, and they drooping, okay? And me being part of the big titty committee, you know what I'm saying? We always need to be sure we have some kind of support. All stuff, shirts and tops and stuff ain't made for big titty women, and we have to acknowledge that. Or if, just put on a bra, bitch. It look like she ain't got no damn bra. And Jacquay, first of all, Bean Pie brother, what's going on? I think his haircut is crispy. I think the black and white outfit is nice. But brother, is you Blade? Like, is it knives and guns in that holster? Is it a bulletproof vest that got a whole bunch of holes in it? I don't understand the look of that black thing that he got on that black vest. It don't do, like, what does it do? What does it do? Had he not had on that, S&M top, I would like his look, okay? Because it's not bad, okay? It's not bad. And I think he must have gotten his teeth done a little bit because his teeth was really, 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 really white. I mean, like, white, like, real, like, like 900 credit score white and stuff like that. So, I mean, I just, I don't like it. I think the whole furrow throw is too much. I think her line is hair is too much. And her face is beautiful and the pinkish color is cute, but it's still too much, okay? It's too much. And I feel like the only reason she had that scarf on her lap was at her titties that's drooping. Girl, we are part of the big titty committee. We should know these things, okay? Next up. They all sitting on the couch perch. I feel like this is like one gotta go. It'll be Sydney Star. She just ain't dressed right. Like you can tell that she dressed herself and everybody else got dressed by a stylist. It don't look right at all. I actually absolutely love Maggie and Mariah's look. I love Mano's simple black suit. with not suit, but super black, you know what I'm saying, slacks and little jacket or whatever, and little turtleneck. I think they all look. Sydney don't match. This is like, oh, which one of these things don't belong? We have a triangle, a square, a circle, and then we have a water bottle. It's like, them ain't food. That's a water bottle. Sydney in this picture is a water bottle. She not fruit. And I think if she did not have them silver boots on, if she did not have them fishnets on, if she would have had on maybe some tall boots that came up to the thigh, it would have been cute, okay? Her face makeup looks better. I had a better picture of her face that shows how pretty of a girl she is. You can tell she had some help in getting her face and stuff together. But this look right here, out girl, them fishnets, them fish, she really do dress like a prostitute. She really, really do. I mean, right now she dresses a better looking prostitute, but it's still prostitute ish. Okay, it's hooker adjacent. And I'm like, girl, to stop it. Maggie's dress looks amazing. Maggie's lashes is absolutely positively too fucking long. I'm gonna show y'all that in a minute. I have that up. Well, I may if I pull it up. I'll put it up when we're talking about her. Her lashes was bat wing. She could have flew the fuck away. Bat wing, Dumbo ears. She could have just flown away if she blinked once or twice. Mariah's look is absolutely amazing. I feel like the theme was over the top, theater, whimsical, and they all did their own thing because some of them had on prom dresses, some of them, girl, I don't know, but I do think both of these looks are amazing. Maggie is giving me all of, Coming to America. Oof, 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 but in red. Okay, that's what it's giving. But I do love both of them looks from Mariah and from Maggie. Um, I did not like Remy's hair. I did not like Papoose hair. Papoose need to go to whoever did Safari's scalp, okay? Whoever did Tiger's scalp. Because, his, let me see if I can make this bigger. His scalp, it just didn't, it don't look right. Okay, I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? And you can tell where he got the little line, the adding of it too. You can tell where it's at, and it don't look right. And it just looks different. Okay, and not good different, and not bad different either. Just I'm like, he couldn't get somebody, girl. He need to go to who did Safari's lineup. Um. I didn't like the edges of Remy's wig. I felt like it's too far back on her forehead. It makes her look like, you know what I'm saying, she got a 5 head, and I don't like it. I also did not like Kim Bella's outfit. I feel like she was supposed to wear something else, and it didn't come through the right way. So she kind of picked and chose some pieces that didn't really match. Joel's look like, I'm like, the top, the hat, like he going to a basketball game. The shirt is fine, and the pants, like you going golfing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like both of them, like, they just wasn't, like, in the morning you get ready to go to work, and you be trying to get ready for work, but you be forgetting that, oh shit, them pants ain't clean. I want them pants, but damn, the shirt with them pants is what I'm wearing. Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna grab these other pants, and you get to work, like, oh, this shit don't match. This is what it looked like happened with Kimbella and Jewels. Like, they was getting ready for work, ran out of time, did not realize the pants that went with the shirt was dirty, and they just put on a different pair of pants, and they did not look in the mirror before they left, and they get to work and it don't match. Okay, yeah, Kimbella's okay. I mean, and it ain't that it look bad. It's just like it don't look put together right. Like, it don't look put together right at all. Girl, I don't know. And then I think this may be the last. Well, no, it's not. Jonathan, girl, Jonathan in this suit, sitting up perched like it ain't nothing. I think Alexa Sky looks amazing. She looks simply gorgeous. Okay, I really wish she could some kind of way focus on fashion, be a model or something. Juju's dress, I love the color. It's a lot of fabric. It reminds me of a bridesmaid dress though, but it looks beautiful nonetheless. It do look like it's itty bitty, like beetles attacking one arm, and I don't know how much I like that. And again, Nia and her titties and that goddamn fur and her lioness hair, it's all too much for me. Um, Joe and Sin, Joe really do look like an old man. And he's my age. But he's been on drugs. He's had a hard life. Sometimes I'm looking like him and Sin could really be father and daughter, which is just weird. You know, Rich look like this. I'm on the season. I'm another season. Shit, I ain't got nothing else to do. The season's over. How am I gonna make money? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sit up here and hold my ankle until they call my name. Um, I liked Yandy's dress, even though it looks alien like. I'm assuming she went for an alien look. If she did, she won the alien look. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so that was me recapping the looks. Now let's get, cause okay, wow, what do they look like? And I didn't want it to be a whole different video. I can get it done in about good 10 minutes, and there you have it. Okay, now we see that Safari did not show up for the reunion. Oh, okay, you know what I'm saying, was what it was. And then Kimbella gets up and says, I'm pregnant. And I'm like, bitch, but your man finna go to jail. Okay, anyway. She's pregnant. She's having a boy. Okay, she's very, 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 very pregnant. She posted a picture today showing how her belly's protruding out, which means they got pregnant a while ago. You know what I'm saying? That girl. Anyway, they get into the whole thing with Yandy fostering Infinity. Is it Infinity? Xfinity? Infinity Stones? I think it's Infinity. Or it's X. Girl, y'all know what I mean. Anyway, they asked her about that. They asked her, is she going to think about adopting her? And well, it's a process. You know what I'm saying? The judge and the lawyer said what I'm doing is very, very different. And you know what I'm saying? I finally talked to a lawyer, and they said that, and I'm like, girl, I just feel like I don't know about fostering children. Let me say that first of all. But what I do feel like is I feel like when you're fostering a child, isn't it one process? Like when she said, like, what I'm doing is different. I'm like, how is it different? Because don't people usually foster a kid, and if you want to adopt them, it's just a process. You know what I'm saying? So when she said, like, I just talked to a lawyer, and you know what I'm saying, we're getting in this and this figured out, it's very, very tough, blah, blah, blah. I feel like this. I feel like Yandy do things for clout. I do feel like she does that sometimes. I also feel like Yandy did see this girl struggling in life or whatever, and she wanted to help her out. I do agree with that. I also feel like Yandy was very much so well aware of the fact that the girl was 16. And so I do feel like, because at this point, Yandy probably been fostering this girl for like a year. So she about to be 18. So I feel like in one way, was Yandy also aware, if I foster her, I can probably foster her for a good 2 years, and it really won't be a reason for me to adopt her because she'll be legal at that point in time, and she probably won't need a foster family, so I won't really have to adopt her. I also feel like her and Mendeecees and their situation, whatever. Like I do wonder, like I really do wonder why no one thought to ask her, what did Mendeecees say about this? The fact that no, and that's what kind of makes me think, like, is this shit real? Because like, what wife adopts a third child or fosters a third child, but never says like what her husband thought of it? Because he coming home. I think he's coming home this year, if I'm not mistaken. And when he come home, wouldn't she be there? Because I'm like, he don't know that girl because he been gone the whole time. So I feel like what has been, like, how did no one ask her, what does your husband think about that? Like, when he like, what is, you know what I'm saying? But I digress. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? She brings up how, what, she didn't ask me to foster her or whatever. I saw her situation, and I told her I'm not going to leave her, and I helped her out, blah, blah, blah. And I said, oh, okay, it was what it was. So we see that whole thing. Again, these lashes, girl, these lashes, because she started talking, because Maggie was also in foster care. Um, um, Mariah was also in foster care. So, girl, Maggie just started crying. And look at these lashes. Look, girl, she could fly away. her eyelashes damage touching her eyebrows, which are drawn on, by the way. However, you know what I'm saying? I just, girl, girl. Okay, her edits look fine. Like whoever did her hair did great. But I think she's a hairstylist, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? Whoever did her hair didn't do Yandy's. But yeah, her eyebrows are almost touching your eyebrows, your eyelashes should not touch. Okay, the two shall never meet. It just should not happen. And then she got the bottom, girl. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? But Maggie bring up how she remembers how hard it was. You have a thing of where the kid has to think about what they give me back. That whole thing was tough, tough, tough. So they get into the whole thing doing shit for clout, doing anything for clout or whatever. And now Yandy still, even though Yandy was in Kimbella's wedding, even though Yandy and Kimbella supposedly squashed their beef in Costa Rica, was that in Costa Rica? It was in Costa Rica or whatever. Yandy then watched the episodes and got mad again and still felt like Kimbella was specifically speaking on her children. Kimbella's like, I told you what I said. I was not talking about your children. And we talked about it in Costa Rica. We squashed or whatever. I thought it was good. And then she watched the show and she got back on her feelings or whatever. So, Joelle's spoke, and I said that's why Kimbella with him. It takes time sometimes for you to, because sometimes you want to see a man be a man and speak in a way that defends his woman that makes complete sense. And when he said, look, she said what she said even though she should have said it, he also said, but she never was talking about Yandy's children. You know what I'm saying? And she really did not speak specifically on the kids. She was talking about Yandy. And I do feel like there's a difference. There's a gray area with that. But you can't tell people how to feel when you say something. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So at this point in time, Kimbella and Yandy are yelling back and forth. What do you mean? I don't care. I come to your house at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't post that. A bunch of bullshit. Well, Yandy come out, well, I've done this and done that, and I've never put that out. And Kimbella like, well, why would you? If you come to my house at 3 a.m., you don't have to post about that. Or, she's like, but I do stuff for you that I don't post. Girl, Yandy needs to own Yandy said herself, I have done things she admitted she's done things before for whatever, for reasons, okay, for reasons. So she know there's some truth to the thing of Yandy does things for a look, okay. And they were just yelling back and forth, and it was getting more and more loud, and more bullshit. And Joelle stood up and said, look, cut it. You know what I'm saying? No, y'all going too far. Y'all not gonna be friends. Fine. Don't talk no more about it. And I'm like, okay, hey, Joelle. I'm like, that's who she's in love with. Okay, okay. I like a man with some authority. I mean, I don't want him to be a ex drug addict who teeth is messed up who's going to prison. I want that. But his aura, I was like, hey, Jewels, but I moved on. Anyway, at this point in time, be like, if y'all not gonna be friends, cool, leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Leave it at that. Remy kind of say, yeah, you can yell all you want to, whatever, be mad all you want to, but you love Kimbella. We know that based on that's why you're getting so mad. And she said, the people who I love most have said the most foul shit to me. And I was like, well, not my family. No, we argue hard, but you ain't gonna say the worst shit to me. Like, ain't gonna happen. So Kimbella does. I'm sorry. Okay, I apologize. Then I'll apologize again. I love y'all. I want to see you make it or whatever. I love Infinity. I've seen you with her, and I see now that you do love her. I feel like Kimbella. I do feel like Kimbella said, I hope she doing it for the right reasons. Do I think she also said that because she was pissed off at Yandy? Absolutely. But I think what she said, though, she kind of said, well, I see now that you do care for her. Okay, I see that now. Sometimes it can take a person time to see something, especially if y'all ain't hanging around each other. Yandy then said, well, I don't know. I need time to think about it. Girl, what, until next season? Okay. They talk about Joelle's going to jail. You know what I'm saying? He bring up how it was hard. It's very, very hard. Joelle's looks nice. I never realized how cute Joelle's is because when he be talking, all we hear is the messed up speech because of the the drug use or whatever. So I'm gonna leave this right here because he's cute. But he talks about how him going to jail is hard for the family. He says because he was going away. He said first of all when they announced Kim Bella was pregnant, he said Kim Bella decided to stop taking her birth control and now she's pregnant. And I was like, oh okay, well that's the way to announce it. But again, he brings up how because he was going away, that did make them question if they were going to move forward with having this baby. Meaning, once she found out she was pregnant, it would just go like, should I have an abortion? Because, he going away for 2 years. He say, but they of course decided to have a baby because she's pregnant now. He also brings out how it's hard because he's never been away from his kids. He said, my kids, I think it's like maybe 6 and 8, how old they are. Like it's 3 kids, different ages. But he brought up like the most time I was away from them was when I was locked up. That like that month I was gone, I had never been away from them ever, so they're not used to me being gone. And say what you want about him fucking up and whatever, I do think it's commendable that his kids are used to him being a constant in their life, even when he was, doing whatever else in these streets. So, for them, they're them even telling the kids like, "Daddy has to go away." That's why it was so hard because they're not used to that at all. They asked Jen how could you deal with telling the kids about Mendeecees. And she said, well, we didn't. Like, they don't know he's in jail. They say they told Lil Mendeecees that he was going to the army. They told her 2 kids that he's at work. So when the kids go see him in prison, they think daddy's at work. I said, well, damn it. And, I like how Joelle said, like, well, people do things differently, you know what I'm saying? Because Yandy said how, y'all were strong enough to tell y'all kids the truth, and we didn't even do that, But I'm like, yeah, y'all also didn't tell us that y'all wasn't married, but, it is what it is. But he said, well, nah, people do things differently. People parent differently. He like, and I'm pretty sure there'll be things that we do that we don't do that you may be stronger than us to do. So things happen or whatnot. But again, any kids don't know Mendeecees in jail. They think he's away. Mariah Lynn said, "Well, I thought when I was growing up that my daddy was in college for 10 years. I didn't know he was really in jail." And I think when kids are younger, it's easier for you to tell them different things. Because when my bio dad was in jail when I was very, very, very young, I didn't even realize he was gone. I don't remember what I was told. I mean, I know he was gone for a little bit of a minute, but I think I may have been so young, I don't have a real recollection of what I was told or anything. But I mean, that's different because that's a whole. I should do a story time about my bio dad, because girl, but there's so much going on with that. Anyway, so Yandy then bring up how her whole thing is with them beefing and whatnot. I just don't want our kids to be. I think our kids should grow up. Our kids think they're cousins. Yeah, I think that whatever. I say Yandy needs kids. She want to Mendeecees other kids to be around her kids. I don't think the kids even see the other kids that we don't ever see on social media. But Joelle's like, what it's found like our kids together right now. We brought our kids, Yandy brought her kids, and they're all at the hotel now with our moms in the pool playing. So, you know what I'm saying? Our kids will be around each other. They asked him if he proposed to her because he was going to jail. He said no. Why I think that's a lie, a bit of a lie, or I think he should admit that it's okay to admit that you going to jail and you realize that not only am I going to jail, this woman has stood by me through thick and thin. That it's okay to admit. It made me realize how much I need her in my life. That don't mean you love her any less, but no one can say, oh, I proposed before jail. Propose before jail, and it had nothing to do with me going to jail. Yes, it did, but that does not mean that you love her any less. I think the fact that you're acting as if the prison stuff had nothing to do with it is why people call bullshit on it. But he do bring up how for him, she's been with me, she's been around with me for a long time, and I always knew I would be with her forever. He said, but he's like, I just didn't think about marriage. Like, I just didn't think about marriage, in my life. And I agree. A lot of people don't think about marriage. They be like, that's my girl. We're gonna be together forever, and that's really it. Some people don't think about marriage. Is it stupid? Yes. But people are different. But I wish he would admit it and realize that you was saying like, well, damn, it made me realize that it don't mean that you love her any less. I do think he love her. I don't think, you know what I'm saying, but you acting like, oh, it had nothing to do with going to jail. Yes, brother, yes it did. They get to Sydney's Star. And, her being on, the first trans woman to be on the cast. And yeah, I told y'all she had someone help her get her makeup together and her face together, honey, because I think she looks good. Okay, but she looks good from the neck up, okay? With her boobs up, okay? The outfit she had on was atrocious. So seeing this picture of her from, up here, you wouldn't think that she had on them ugly ass boots and them fishnets. So, she brings up how when she was around 8 years old, she knew at that point in time that she was a woman. She said, but and they showed a picture of her from back then, and she said, and it made me feel a little bit sad because she said, what I'm saying, I knew I was a woman even though I looked like that. Meaning, even though I was in the body of a boy, I knew I was a woman. He said, but it was hard because I had a penis, and he said, damn it. And she said, sorry, y'all. And she said, if I said he a lot of times, I do apologize. I don't like to misgender. She said that her penis is small. And I was like, you can't, girl, you can't, you be saying your penis is little, or whatever. But, you know what I'm saying? The ass was like, what made him as no, wait. Nia, because it's Nia Lee. Nia asked Nia to help Sydney. He said because I don't know nothing about styling women. That was out of my realm, and so I figured, you know, she has style. Let her help Sydney. Nia saying no, Nia or whatever. She saying her issue with Sydney was that she was not serious about rapping and she just wanted to be seen for stuff. But I'm like, girl, but if you were there to style her and shut up. Like, put your feelings aside, girl. And so, she brings up how, she would just do stuff or whatever, and it was this bullshit, and I didn't like it. And if you can't take criticism from me or from Jacquay or from Rich, people who care about you, you're going to get the hard stuff from us because, like, people in this industry going to dog walk you. And this is what I appreciated that happened next. They then asked Remy, like, do you have any advice for Sydney? And Remy said, like, when I heard it, I didn't like it. Remy said it in a way that was true, but not rude. It's the difference between being honest with somebody and then trying to dog them out to hurt their feelings, saying, let me hurt your feelings first. So if someone else hurt your feelings, you'll be used to it. It's like, but you don't have to do that. Because if you don't, no one has to hurt someone's feelings. Remy said, I didn't like it. I did not like it. She's like, I feel like the content needs to be better. She's like, how you need to kind of just, not be so extra. You know what I'm saying? Say things in a way that someone else who went through what you went through or is going through what you're going through can connect to it. And then you'll have a hit. And I think that's very, very true. When Jonathan dropped in, like, we can't really want to tell her to tone down or to change herself. Because if anybody told a person of color to tone down your color, or whatever, you're that, we would be upset. She do need to tone down the bullshit. She's so extra because she's used to having to be extra to get attention. You don't have to do that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I felt Remy meant. You don't have to do all the extra bullshit for attention anymore. Tone it down a little bit and then get a bit more serious. But I mean, Jonathan on stage in the goddamn pink shiny suit. So girl, who cares? Anyway, she asked Remy for a hug because I think she heard Remy because Remy gave her constructive criticism and didn't dog her, as Nia Lee said they're gonna do, get dog walked or whatever. They asked her like, who do you feel like helped you more? Mariah, Rich, or whatever. She said how Rich gave her a chance. He's the reason that she's even on the show. Rich even said how she kept hitting me up with it, like she was very consistent and persistent with it. But excuse me, y'all. Nia, no. Sydney said how for Nia, she taught her, excuse me, how to not take friendship for granted. She said Rich taught her, what I'm saying, helped her get there, whatever. And Mariah helped her with a song. It was, it was what it was. And that was it for that. Um, they then get on, Mariah and Rich, and when she was saying stuff like, let me get rid of this picture up here. They talk about, when Rich and Sydney and Mariah all met up, and why he got so mad that Mariah was there. And he said, it had no. This is how I felt Rich was the whole damn time. They asked him, like, why was you so upset at, what I'm saying, what the fact that Mariah was there. He like, well, it wasn't that it was her, it was that it was anyone. When you bring someone to a business meeting, I couldn't convey what I want to convey because I did not want to embarrass you. So, what I'm saying? It should have been a one-on-one meeting. I could have said what I wanted to say. I'm like, but dude, if you was going to talk shit on camera, like, she would be embarrassed to the America. So bullshit. They then get on, her, Mariah and Rich. Girl, it's some kind of rumor that somebody was pregnant. Mariah then says, well, no, that's not true. Rich had a vasectomy. When he found out about his diabetes, he had issues or whatever. He had a vasectomy, but we are in love. I am in love with him. I'm saying we've been talking for a while, and we've been talking about having kids, and we're discussing him getting his vasectomy reversed so that we can have children. I say, bitch, what? You want to have old daddy, rich babies? Girl, you stupid. You know what I'm saying? He get mad and walk off stage because she told his business. Like, who's like, why would you come out here and, say it? He looked shocked, like, wow. He was shocked. Anyway, he walk off and she like, I'm saying, I don't care, whatever. Me and him been messing around for 8 years. I'm saying, I've been pregnant by him before. And I'm saying, I don't care who know. I'm tired of this or whatever. He knew this was going to, he knew I'm like, wait, what? Then she said, at the end of the day, I don't care what nobody else say because I can be myself when I'm with him. And when we at home is I love you and I love you. Naya, for some reason, decided she need to chime in. You were embarrassing yourself, I'm saying, you looking dumb. Now they argue back and forth. So Mariah walk off. She walk off and she's upset with Rich. I can't believe you. Why would you leave me there? Why would you leave me on the stage? I can't. We talked about this. You knew. And now she's upset, which, of course, she was upset talking to him. You knew the whole time, and then I really mad. And why would you walk off and leave me there? And then that op out there, like, what op? Naya, gonna say I'm dumb and I'm embarrassing myself. I mean, well, you are. Because you left me out there by yourself. And he did. Okay. It was just a whole bunch of back and forth, whatever. And as you see her, I can't believe, Rich, you're not gonna defend me? You're not go out there and defend me? And he like, go upstairs. And she went. I say, bitch, they in love. The way he said, go upstairs. And she turned and went. I say, that's her man. That's her man. And she left. Okay. Now Rich ain't shit for not wanting to acknowledge that they a whole couple in these streets. And they're more serious than we thought they were. Because the way he said it to her was, I don't want to see you crying in my face. Go upstairs. Okay. And then Girl, is he gonna defend me? Girl, we don't know. On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Anyway, so, he go back on stage and he do say, look, I love her. I have love for her. I was not trying to embarrass her. He said, I was just shocked that she said it. And that's it. And that's all he said. They then they talk to Sin, and Joe or whatever, well, more Sin about her past sexual abuse, her postpartum, and all that went on with that. And she brings up how the first time she brought up that she was having issues in general, she didn't say who it was, but to someone, she said the person kind of just brushed it off. Like, oh, we, Cuban, or we, whatever she said Cuban or Spanish, but we don't really deal with that. It is what it is. And so it kind of just got, okay, whatever. And that was really it. She said, so now discussing it out loud But when she was talking about it out loud, it was painful because she had not talked about it with anybody else. She also brings up that before the episode aired of her admitting to being molested as a child, that she told her mom before, so her mom wouldn't be shocked. So her mom had tons of questions, asked her who, what, when, where, how, and all that stuff. And they talked it out. She admitted that, I never told anyone. No one ever knew. It's nothing that you did wrong or whatever. But basically, they were able to discuss it. She said she's fine now. And, it's good. I don't know if she's fine. I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? But it's good. She do say that they have a nanny now, and she said the nanny came to her crying like, I would never, ever, ever, do anything to the baby. I would never, ever do that. You can trust me. And she said for that, I trust her. I say, look, trust her ass, but still put up a goddamn nanny cam. Okay, you can't trust nobody these days. Even the people who say, I would never do that. I would never. You don't know people, and it don't mean to not trust people, but it also means to not trust people. You can't blindly trust people. You can give them the benefit of the doubt, but still, I see you, or whatever. They talk about Joe getting mad on the trip in Costa Rica. He said it was more of a miscommunication over some, stuff, whatever. Sin still say, I want to be young and free and just kind of dance, twerk a little bit or whatever. And that's what it was. And she wanted to act her age. I'm like, girl, we get zero fucks. Remy said, I get it. Sometimes you want to just act out and do what you want to do without thinking about the person. She said, sometimes I get pissed off and I want to go off. She said, but we have to realize that we are a part of a bigger whole. And sometimes it's not about just you, it's also about your partner. And that was really it. That was the end of the whole, that was the end of the review. Because then they say, so guess who's here? Safari. You hear security, double the security, Safari's here. And he come out here on stage. So, we going to see next week what happens. We see, him arguing with Rich, and Rich run across the table. Somebody check his sugar. Okay, please check his sugar. We see him talking to Joe and saying, look, I'm going to say this now, and I'm going to say it last week too. Anybody coming at Safari because of who he's dating need to shut the fuck up. Period. None of them is, look, that's a grown-ass man. That is a grown-ass man. And y'all can't control what he do. And again, it ain't even that serious. So I feel Safari for standing his ground and defending his woman. Because right now, that's his woman. At the end of the day, he has to, even if we don't like her, Erica, that's his woman. And I respect that man for respecting her enough that when he's with her, that he defends her. Where people in her past who she's been with have been with her, and because she do have a bad attitude and a bad reputation, they sometimes have allowed other people to dog her. And that ain't what he doing. I respect that man for being a man to that woman. And that could be the reason why they together right now. Now, if they're going to last, I don't know. But I still feel like when you with someone, you need to wholeheartedly respect them. And you, as a man, should not want to disrespect another man's woman. Because you wouldn't want no other man disrespecting your woman. So for that reason, Joe, you pussy. Anyway, y'all, I'm done. Peace.
He's like love, and music.